Hey, what's up everyone? It's your boy, the P to the A. And today I wanted to hang out and show you what's going on here in southern Massachusetts. We currently have Hurricane Henri going on. It was forecasted to be winds of 70 or 60 to 70 miles an hour. It didn't quite get that intense. The hurricane warning is still on until the end of the night here, until I believe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. But it hasn't been that bad. I do know people in other areas that have had it much worse, and some of the branches actually went through their house. I know somewhere that happened to. But here it hasn't been that bad. So I'm here in my backyard. All I have is sticks and leaves that I have to pick up. Thank God that's all there is. Not anything that we can't live with, that we can't do. Once the weather clears up, then we'll fix it and we'll clean it up. So I just wanted to show you my yard, and I'm kind of forced to harvest some of the pears and peaches. A lot of the pears fell off the tree, and you needed about another week or two for them to really ripen up. But here we are. We're gonna save what we can, and I'm gonna show you what's going on in the yard, what I can harvest, what I'm gonna be picking up and salvaging. Most of it, thank God, is ready to be picked up. Again, it could have been on the tree for a few more weeks, but it is what it is. I'll show you my yard. I'll show you what I have planted. I'll show you the garden, and we'll go around things, and I'll explain to you what's going on. If you're new to my channel, I have a lot of videos. I make videos about fine dining, about traveling, about pretty much everything. But I do like to hang out and garden, and I love trees, and this is something that relaxes me, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. And even though right now there's a hurricane still going by, it's not that bad. I just wanted to give you a different look, a different perspective on what's going on while the hurricane is still hitting us. And thank God, not too hard, but it is here. It's supposed to be 70-mile-an-hour hurricane winds, but it didn't quite get that strong. And I'm here in my garden. You can see all the pears. You can see some peppers. All these pears, they fell off the tree. You can see the tree here, and there's quite a lot of pears. They're actually not ready yet. They could stand here another probably week or two. But I had to, obviously they fell from the tree, and I had to go ahead and harvested them or pick them up. So we have a lot of damage here in the garden, but we're going to make sure that we save what we have. So we got to save what we have here, which is the peppers and the pears, and then we have some zucchini over here as well. So let's go check this out, maybe pull it out, because I think zucchinis are probably ready. Look at this zucchini. Look at this. There it is. Huh? That's a big one right there. That's a big zucchini. So we got the zucchini. We'll go ahead and put it here. I think there's another one there. Leave that here. Of course, I'm doing this one hand. Should we remove this one? This one could probably... No, we're going to remove it because I see what's going on with it. It's already going bad here in the front, so we can use it. And then we have another yellow one over here somewhere, which will... There it is. So we'll remove these. Okay, we're going to go ahead and save what we can. So here's all the stuff that we got today. Because of Hurricane Henri, we had to go ahead and harvest some of this stuff. Some of the stuff fell on its own. And we have peppers, we have zucchini, we have squash. So you can see some of the pears right there. They fell from the tree. We'll get those as well. You can see some tomatoes on the ground. There's a tomato right here. This one didn't make it, but we'll leave it here. And I have a lot of peaches in these trees, and the peaches are they're still here, and they're still good, thank God. So these are actually almost ready to be harvested. We'll get those in a couple of days. Well, you can see my pear tree has a lot of pears, and most of them are still there. We had quite a few pears fall off the tree. The grapes, the Cabernet that I have, a little bit of Cabernet, that's still here as well. Let's look at this tree over here. So I did harvest most of the peaches on this tree, and none of them fell. There's none on the ground here, so that's good. So you can see there's some peaches still there. Well, you can see the amount of leaves that I have in my yard, and I do have some branches as well. Well, we're harvesting here with Hurricane Henri. We're taking what we can, or Henri, right? Hurricane Henri. I keep saying it wrong. It's Hurricane Henri. And we're harvesting what we can. I think I just found some peaches over there. I don't know how long they've been here. Let's get in here And we have, this is a blackberry that we have. We gotta wash these obviously once we get them. Let's see what we have here. They're good. Yeah, they're still good. Just needs to be washed. So, and while we're at it, there's a blackberry right here, small one, but it's here. Okay, the blackberries already came and gone, but we'll eat it. Good. A lot of the tomatoes actually survived, which is good. They're all there intact. They're being supported right now with some posts, but these are very susceptible to tipping over with the wind. But you can see what happened to the garden here. Everything is a mess, and we're hoping that tomorrow, once this is over, things kind of come back to life and straighten themselves out. But we'll see. Unfortunately, with the fruit that we have here, if you don't pick up the fruit in time, or if they don't ripen in time, and then something like this happens, you're kind of screwed. But we were able to save most of the pears, and definitely the peaches. Just got to wash these peaches, but you can see how good they look. And these are white peaches too, by the way, very sweet. So you can see all these sticks all over the place I have to pick up. I did move all my chairs and everything else. I moved everything out of the way, so because we're supposed to get 70-mile-an-hour hurricane winds, which we didn't, but there's sticks here. And then I have here more tomatoes, and there's nothing really here to be damaged. That's some brown basil. I do have some jalapenos growing, and the jalapenos are still good, still intact. I've been harvesting those. We got more jalapenos there, smaller jalapenos, but they're all there. The jalapenos are there. And then here we have grapes, and these grapes, I wanted to make sure that these survived, and they're still here. None of them fell to the bottom here. Grapes are still here. They still look good. And these usually, these definitely got another, I want to say at least 3 weeks before they ripen up. These are white grapes, but you can see they're getting bigger. And I don't have too many of these, but I do have a few just hanging here on the vine that I will be harvesting. The fish are alive. The pond's a little dirty, but that's going to clean itself out. What's up, girl? Go see all the stuff I harvest. Nice boots, Ange.
Thank you.
Very nice. MJ is giving it the sniff test, making sure. This is like a security line at the airport, looking for the cocaine. So far, he has found nothing. Let's see the peaches. Oh, hold on. There might be.
She likes peaches.
She does?
Yeah.
A few more pears. These little ones, you know, you kind of have to eat them. And they're ready to eat. It's just a few more weeks on the tree would have been nice. Got some Swiss chard over here. Obviously is low to the ground, not a problem. It's just anything with vines, any trees, those are the ones that are most susceptible to the wind. Got a nice big tomato right there, which survived. All the tomatoes are intact pretty much. Some peppers growing right here. Got more peppers right here. It's a mess, but things are intact for the most part. So as you can see, it's like a garden, fresh garden supermarket. Yellow squash, zucchini, pears, green peppers, more pears, and then a couple of peaches right there. But everything is here, everything is intact. We're able to save it. Nothing goes to waste. We'll eat this, give it to some friends, do what we got to do. And this is what is great about having your own garden. And if you check out my channel, I do garden. I do post videos about that as well. Not just partying, not just vacations, not just fine foods. I do like to come over here and get into nature and just, you know, enjoy the gardening and what it gives you. And you do get rewarded with stuff like this. So, like I said, so this is basically your own private supermarket, your garden supermarket with fresh fruits. None of these have pesticides. They're all grown naturally. And with a little bit of effort, you can get results like this, even if you're forced to harvest them a little sooner than you would like because of the hurricane. So it is what it is. Hurricane Henri was kind of a dud here in my area. But with that being said, even though it didn't reach the 70-mile-an-hour winds that it was supposed to reach, you still can see that it does do damage. There is trees and branches that are down. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clean up a little bit and take it from there. Alright, so here's today's haul, thanks to Hurricane Henri. It's like a supermarket, I'm telling you, but better. Grab those big, giant... Oh, there goes the vegetable. So I do have some plants here on top of the deck. That's a Portuguese PDP. It's basically a small little pepper. It gets red, it's really hot, used for all kinds of dishes. This is a guava tree and a couple of orange trees, and I believe this is a mango. But they're here on top of the deck and nothing has happened to them. You just see all the leaves and some of the dirt is gone because of the water, but all in all, it's not a big deal. So here's my blueberry, not in the best position. We did have some nice blueberries. They're kind of almost gone, but here's a little one right here. A little blueberry right there, and we'll go ahead and eat that. Good. And here you can see some eggplants. They're on this planter box. It's low to the ground. This is going to survive no problem. Well, we see that we have another one here that is tipped over, as you can see, with a smaller eggplant. And we'll just let it be. Okra over here as well, as you can see. And that's low to the ground. That's not going to be a problem. Those are almost ready to be harvested as well. So then over here I have figs, as you can see, that might or might not actually make it on time to be harvested because of the location where they are. Figs want a lot of sun. So you can see the figs. They're still intact. They haven't fallen off the tree, so I'm hopeful that maybe they'll ripen up. I'm looking around here on the ground and there's nothing here. There's no figs on the ground, so that's a good sign. So that is my fig tree. You can see some of the figs on the tree. There's a little fig right there, another one there, and there's a bunch on top of there as well. All my plants, I usually have all my plants and all my trees up on this wall here that I built not too long ago. But I went ahead and take them down and put them all the way down here so the wind doesn't knock them off. So we have a lot of what do we have here? Figs, different varieties of figs. We have blackberries over here. This is a passion fruit. That's a passion fruit right there. That's a mulberry. So we have a passion fruit right here, a mulberry right here, different variety of figs. And then here we have a Russian pomegranate, which I'm excited about. I've been trying to grow these. Supposedly they're going to grow in my area, which is southern Massachusetts. And then we have... there we are, some Russian pomegranates. And you can see they're getting pretty big. And I had to save those and put them down here as well. We have a bamboo, a hardy bamboo. If you look at my driveway, there's leaves and branches. I actually went ahead and put those branches there because they were flying all over the place. These are actually my neighbor's branches, but I'm going to go ahead and clean it up because I'm going to be looking at it since nobody else is going to clean it up. So yeah, that was a quick look at Hurricane Henri and what it did. Not too much here in southern Massachusetts. I know in other areas, Rhode Island, Connecticut maybe, Narragansett, there was more damage than this. So anything low to the ground obviously has a better chance of surviving. It's your boy, the PA. Do me a favor, subscribe, put a like, leave a comment, hit that notification bell, and thank you. Let's get to it. It's your boy.